someplace in a box yet.
Okay, we should be streaming. Let me start the introduction.
Well,
Maybe,
anyway,
I don't know.
that's my adventures today. I spent I don't know how many hours trying to troubleshoot this computer to no avail.
Uh,
So I'm sure Angus has learned a lot about JetBus, but John,
Get a notification. Oh, there you are. Just got the notification. All right.
Should be running.
Yep, it's
Should
running
be
now.
running.
Yep, it's
Should
running
be
now. All right.
running.
Yep, it's
Should
running
be
now. All right.
running.
Yep.
Once again, I was the cause of the echo because I forgot to change it from what I was doing earlier today.
So, did your mom get a fish sandwich?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She did. She liked it. She got onion rings. Hi,
Hey.
Tony Wallow, John Aloy, RM. Good evening to you all. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, so long as mom is happy, it's a good day.
It was a great
Fish
day.
sandwich from where?
From the fish fry, I went back.
Oh,
There's a 2-day.
hope you went by a shorter route.
She actually went with me. She didn't get out of the car, and we got fresh fish sandwiches and fresh onion rings.
They don't cook the onion rings in the fish, do they? In the fish oil?
No, I don't think they
Nice.
do. I believe they're two separate things. It was good.
So is this like a weekend thing down there?
Oh no, it's just a yearly thing they have every
No, but
summer.
I mean it's on a long weekend once a year.
Oh yeah. It's always usually it's just Saturday. Usually it used to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now it's just Saturday, Sunday.
The
So
place where I went to camp,
Well, it was last night too, though, wasn't it?
yeah,
Well, that was Friday then.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I don't think it does it end tomorrow. I think it. Gosh, I'll have to ask my friend now because I don't know. Because I know back in the day, in the 70s, it used to be the 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And
Well, it's Friday, Saturday anyway.
yeah. Well, I felt bad. I didn't get her a sandwich last night, and she was like, "Oh, we'll just go over here to this fish place." I'm like, "Nope. You wanted a fish fry, and that's what we're gonna have." I
Hey.
said,
You should have told her you'll get her a fish sandwich if she gets on one of those tractors on the tractor pull.
she might have taken him up on that offer.
The place I went to camp at, several years ago before I got too old, because the cutoff age was 19.
The no
It
internet.
is 19. They used to have a fish fry every year. And they still do have a fish fry every year, but the difference is way back when I was a little kid, they used to when I was going there, they always had the fish fry on a Saturday evening. It was either a Friday or Saturday evening. I really can't remember now. But all I know for sure is they changed the fish fry in recent years. So now, whenever they do the fish fry every year, it's always on a Sunday afternoon. And because of COVID, it's a drive-through. That frustrates me because we can't go ever unless they change it to Friday or Saturday because of church.
Yeah. Ken, let me ask you something about Eminence.
Yeah.
It's a relatively small place.
Yeah.
They have, well, it's not as small as where I grew up, but it sort of reminds me of it. Ways back when we still had schools. But do they have like Groundhog Day feeds or anything like that there?
Oh no.
Okay, where I grew up, they always used to have pancakes and sausage feed on Groundhog Day.
No, they don't even have a restaurant in town anymore.
Well, no, this one was always held at the school, the gymnasium at the school.
Oh, okay. No, they don't have anything like that.
And I think they may still have this in this little place. Hardly anybody there, but both the grade school and the high school got torn down. In fact, a cousin of mine was killed tearing it down. He was doing it by hand, and a wall fell in on him and killed him.
Oh
Brick
man.
wall. Well, I mean, he was older. He was quite a bit older now. He's actually my mother's first cousin, I think.
Yeah, but still.
And then the grade school was left, but a tornado hit it and just tore off one corner of the building. No kids or anything there when it happened. Happened in the summer. Then they just knocked it down, but that left the gymnasium, and the town's volunteer fire department still owns the gymnasium. And so they have this groundhog feed every year to raise money to support the fire department. So anyway,
So I caught a little
at
bit of
least
the
out there, a lot of little towns
yeah, they
had these Groundhog Day feeds.
well, it's evolved over the years. The thing I noticed last night while we were there walking around was they have a lot of raffle stuff. They didn't used to have that. They used to have a lot of booths where they would sell things, but this is a lot of raffle stuff. Next year they're going to have, it'll be the 10th year anniversary of the bake contest that they have. They were talking about that tonight. So I'm sure we'll go down at least once. It was kind of funny. You asking about Mom. We went shopping. That was fun. We got everything except one thing on the list. And then I asked her, did she feel like going for a ride? And she said, sure. So we went down there and I said, you want to drive? And she goes, oh, no, I better not. I said, why not? She says, well, I don't have a license for one thing. I said, I wouldn't let that stop me. And she kind of laughed. I said, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go find a big parking lot, some school somewhere, at the big parking lot, and you can drive. And she goes, that's not a bad idea. I could do that. So, but no, she did not drive the car today. It was good. We went one way going and came back a total different way, which is basically reminiscing where I grew up, and when she was younger, she lived obviously. It was a good afternoon.
The house where you grew up still there?
Oh gosh, no. One of them burnt down, and the bank brought the property, and they just maintained the property. The other one's getting ready to fall down. So, give some shout out here to Tony Wallow, Great Guy, Confusion, Riz God, and I saw one more somewhere. Laconic.
If they keep doing any more construction on the school over here, before too much longer, all the parts of the school that I went to, school ad will no longer be there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the old building's still standing where I went to school. Actually,
kind of disappoints me. A couple of them are already gone.
Yeah. So I caught a little bit of the computer saga. Did you get it solved or not?
No, it's not solvable. This is the end of it. I told the customer if they want, I don't think it's worth it repairing, but if they want to give me $60 to buy parts for 8 gigs of RAM, DDR3, and the SSD, they can go ahead and do that. Plus, pay me $40 extra for labor or whatever.
Right.
But
so
at this point,
what are the chances you would put the new memory in, the new drive in, and it not work?
We were talking about that before you came.
Okay. We all think
if the motherboard was somehow bad a little bit, it could exhibit these same symptoms.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I tried Googling Dell beep codes on my phone. That got nowhere. I was going to do that when I got home from dinner, but I was so wore out from the afternoon. I laid down and took an hour and a half nap before I went down and pick up Mrs. K. I was doing a Greg Guy thing there for a little bit. Oh, hey, Greg, did we wake you up?
That's why I missed most of Doug's, because I fell asleep.
I didn't get it. I listened to Doug 2 different occasions, and I was going to listen to Doug while I was driving, but my mom's not real keen on that. She wants the attention of the driver on the road, so I didn't do that.
His thing today, I mean, I'm sure it might have been useful to somebody. Just kind of tuned me out, to be honest with you.
Well, what was it about? I didn't watch it because I was busy.
It
on
was the data that Microsoft collects from your computer.
Oh, that might be worth watching. So he verified that, as we all know, Microsoft does collect data from your computer.
Yeah, he was showing how you can look at what some of it is and that sort of thing.
Can you alter it though? Make them think you're doing things you're not.
Well, I don't think he talked about any of that. There, when you set it up, there are ways that you can limit what you let it send back. But
Okay.
although he didn't talk about that part, he just sort of showed how to see what was going on a little bit. But
Sure.
to be honest with you, I kind of zoned it out. I had
Yeah.
it on, but I was looking at a couple other things at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking today, because if I'd have been thinking correctly, instead of working on getting a dumb little camera thing around my face, I would have done a opening for 300 today, but I didn't. Maybe I'll do one for 301. I don't know.
So
But yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I found these. I hadn't been too long ago since I bought them, but they don't work cause it's bad. That
Oh, the adapter.
I wiggle it, they start working, and they quit working when I don't wiggle it. I bought them from Greg's favorite store.
Darren, I know that laugh anywhere.
Yes.
So 2 short beeps. It says causes no memories detected. Clean.
Okay, hang on. Can I say something for 1 second? I took both memory modules out of the computer just to see what would happen.
Right.
And so I turned the computer on with no memory in it and got no beep.
Which that makes sense. But you should have gotten something if there's no memory in there, right?
I did not get a beep with no memory in there.
I think Doug said something about that one time. It will be a sign of its bad motherboard or something. I don't know if Doug said that or not. I can't remember.
Well, thank you, by the way, Greg. This is a more in-depth one than I found. The one I found described one symptom.
And if I took either RAM stick by themselves, not the two together, but either RAM stick and moved it around to the different slots on the motherboard. In some slots I would get beep, and some slots I would not get a beep. So I thought I fixed it, but then when I plugged it in and turned it on, and the video didn't come up on the monitor, it was still broken.
Yeah, it sounds like to me like your best bet would not even try to put anything into it. Just tell them they need a whole new computer.
Well, they're not going to go for the whole new computer bit, because the first question out of my mouth to them was, do you have a working computer? And they said they do. They have two.
Oh.
Both of them have it's a husband and wife. Both of them have laptops.
Okay. You're probably right then. They're probably not going to go for the.
So are they just trying to buy an old computer that works and then resell it or something? Or
no, what they do is they look online and buy old pieces of junk online. I mean, I just hope they work.
Wonder how much money they've wasted. You said they have a bunch of old computers.
A bunch, because when the first time I talked to her, she said they've got like at least a dozen computers.
Sounds like maybe they bought a lot of computers, not a lot as in a new, bunch of computers, but a lot as in they bought 10 or 15 computers as a, one-time lot, and most of them are bad. Yeah, Wintermute says, good way to end up with junk. You're exactly right. Good way to end up with junk.
Well, that's
So-
what
If you're
this
gonna
is.
buy a
Junk. I mean,
refurbished, you ought to buy it from some reseller that sort of knows what they're doing. We had a place in Aiken, South Carolina, that you could buy refurbished computers, but they were authorized by Microsoft to
well,
redo the operating systems on them and the whole 9 yards.
if I was gonna buy a refurbished computer, which I'm not, I never have and probably never will, I would probably buy it from Amazon.
Yeah.
From some reputable seller or from Amazon themselves.
Yeah, if you can find a local store that does that, this place I was dealing with, I didn't buy one from them because they actually closed that store. They had one store over in Augusta, Georgia, and one in Aiken, South Carolina, and they closed one of them, but they kept the other one open over in Augusta. But they would buy computers coming off lease from schools or small businesses or whatever,
Well,
and spend a minimal amount of money getting them working again, reinstall the original operating system from scratch. I think they were an authorized Microsoft whatever to do that, and then sell them for a small profit with a 90-day warranty.
well, like I say, this was originally in its past life when it actually worked. This was a business line, is a business line Dell computer, and originally had Windows 7 Pro on it. It still got the sticker, the OEM sticker for Windows 7 Professional.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I know how you feel. I didn't think driving around the countryside could wear me out like it did, but man, I got back from dinner with Lauren and I took my meds and looked at the clock and said, I can get an hour and a half worth of a nap in. Yep, I was gone. Felt really good too. Got to cut the grass tomorrow though. That's got to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. No
I get
watering
mine.
on Sunday here, so that's when I
Yeah,
mow my little patch
it
in the
rained
front.
just enough today that even if I wanted to cut the grass today, I couldn't have cut the grass. So tomorrow's supposed to be very clear and very sunny, so I got no choice. Our neighbors moved out. I don't know if I told you guys that or not.
Next door neighbor?
The people that live next door to us, they moved out.
Yeah, the one that's on the left, if you're looking from the street, like in the street views.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Huh.
And then the house across the street and 3 down, it sold. And then the house to the right and 4 houses from us, it's not going to sell because they still think that everybody's paying these ridiculously stupid prices for houses and they're asking way too much money for it. So, once again, my phone microphone came on and everything I just said just got sent to somebody on a message. Oops. Sorry about that.
Well, the truck we got I was telling Ken we got a busy day tomorrow at church, or the ladies do that. The ladies do, cause we got we just recently had our oldest member at church pass away at like 95 years old with dementia.
Yeah, you were
And
telling us about that.
So they're gonna have they're gonna have the visitation and the funeral tomorrow at church between church services.
That's kind of unusual, isn't it, to do it between services? Or
Yeah,
maybe
they're
not
doing.
where
We usually have normal church services between 10 is from 10 to 12 Sunday morning service. So
Mhm.
they're doing the visitation at 1 and then the funeral at 2, and they're asking everybody to take all the food
Mhm.
to the daughter's house
Well,
so they can have it there, so they don't have to do all the cleaning up at the church.
all right. So do you have an evening service on Sunday too?
We do. Yes,
Okay,
it's
so it's between the morning and the evening service you're doing all this.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. I was thinking of an early morning service and a late morning service with a funeral between. That seemed a little tight on schedule.
Well, this will be a little tight. Noon, get out of church, or a little before, depending on the preacher, and then 1 o'clock visitation, 2 o'clock funeral. And
Well,
then
you can sit in the front row there and hold up a little sign that says, "Hurry up, Reverend."
he usually does a pretty good job. There's been times he lets us out like 5 or 10 minutes before.
Well, if I had to plan these streams and write anything out, oh, that would be horrible. I was trying to pitch my idea tonight to Lorna on what I want to do and how I want to do it, and so far I haven't come up with a way that I think is feasible. My original way was green screen, lay on the couch, and then work that into a video. That's not going to work, and I realized that pretty quick. So I'm trying to think of how I can make this. Okay, so I got a dad joke for you. Everyone told Sam not to sing, but Sam sung anyway.
Oh,
Oh, I know. I know.
No,
That's a-
my question is, what Sam are we
that's a
talking
dad
about? What Sam are
technician
you
joke.
talking about?
Do what, Alex?
My question would be, what Sam are you talking about?
Well, the joke is everyone told Sam not to sing, but Sam sung anyway. There's a product called Samsung. You know the joke's horrible when you have to explain it.
It's a dad technician
Oh,
joke.
God.
Exactly. It's just a plain poor dad joke all the way around. And no, I didn't make that one up. I actually found that one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, Sam Loves Heart, because he has that Sam Loves
No.
Heart Sings channel.
No. Yeah. Now we know why most dad jokes don't fare well. So, anyway. Yeah, I knew Alex was going to be busy tomorrow. Other than cutting the grass, I don't really have a lot
I'm not
planned.
gonna be busy. That's mostly the ladies at the church that handle all that.
Mm.
I'm just gonna.
Well,
Oh,
you
you're
gotta
gonna-
show up to listen and eat.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say he's going to kick back and eat. That's what he's going to do.
Well, they're delivering all the food. They're not feeding at the church. They're delivering all the food to
Oh, okay.
somebody's house. So
Oh, okay.
I may get lucky, and my
Well-
mom, if she goes to pick up the chicken to deliver to them tomorrow, she may go get us some. But
Well, she can get some extra chicken for you and your dad.
Mm-hmm. And you know what you can do is while the service is going on, you can go back to the list and at the very top of the list, scribble in your name first, and that way you're the first house they go to.
Mhm.
See how that goes.
Uh-oh.
Tony
no,
Wallace
it doesn't
says,
work.
"Oh
It
no."
doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. People are making food and going to deliver it
Oh,
to the family.
we have a rare guest appearance with Darren tonight. How you doing, Darren?
Sleeping.
Yep,
It's
obviously.
only 4:30 over here.
Oh, there he is.
It's only 4:30.
It's what, 4:21 it looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Did you just like wake up and decide you wanted to tune in, or don't tell me you stayed up to tune in?
Yeah.
Hey, Ken, your
Well,
clocks are
I
up.
tried
Oh, wait a
to.
minute.
It's 2 o'clock. I fell
Let me
asleep
do
and
that.
I woke up. Oh,
I
Dad,
might
it's
need to
only
refresh them.
4:30.
They look odd to
I
me.
know
Let
I
me-
had to refresh my screen. The clocks don't keep up.
No, they don't. They're working though because the second hand's moving, so they are functioning.
Yeah, mine was saying 4:15 for him. Then I did a refresh on my screen, and now it's right.
Yeah. Those refreshes come in handy. Chris, did you ever get your request put into the radio station you were trying to do
Oh yeah,
earlier?
I did.
By text or by phone?
By text.
See,
It's
that
faster by
amazes
text.
me. Did they play it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they played it. We
Wow.
got a good local radio station.
Some stations, if you're listening on iHeartRadio on your phone, there's a little on the iHeartRadio app. There's a little microphone, and you can request a station verbally through there, and they'll get it. You can.
Now, is
This
the
station-
iHeartRadio app free?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I was trying to come up with some smart aleck to say, but
This station is a locally owned station. It's not corporate owned like a corporate owned station affiliated with.
Those are rare nowadays.
I know they are, and it's a full power station too. And they got an app, but it's not iHeart app. It's a generic app, I guess that's a word for it. And they can tell where people are listening at.
Oh, cool.
They say
Well-
they got people listening in Finland. Now I don't know. Can a bot log on one of those and listen?
Ooh. Have no
I
idea.
doubt it.
So Greg will be proud of me. I'm only on my third cup of coffee today, 2 in the morning, and this is the first one tonight. I am trying.
what do you mean by a full power radio station? I mean they're legally licensed to have all the
100,000
transmitting
watts.
power for the.
Legal 100,000 watts, full power. That's the most an FM station can have.
I think that's AM.
No, it's FM. It's like 1,000-foot tower too.
Ow, I got a cramp in my leg. Oh, God, my leg's been cramping today for
Their
some. Well,
sister station is an AM station. Well, they got several sister stations, but one of them is an AM station. But it's like classic rock. It don't sound that good. It don't sound like a. It don't even sound as good as other AM stations. I don't know what's wrong with it.
well, I'm trying to look it up and coming up with the wrong verbiage, so I'll just let Greg handle that because he is good at looking things up.
Hopefully, the next computer I get in for repair will be a little bit easier because I've got somebody at church that wants me to look at one that they've got, and on the bright side, at least I know theirs works. At least I know I can turn theirs on and it'll work.
Darren's got something playing in the background. If I listen real carefully, I might be able to pick it up. Oh, sure. Now he turns it off.
It's hard to believe one of those Dell Optiplates just died like that though. They usually last pretty good.
Well, I mean, yeah, but really, right now, there's really no way for me to tell without putting some kind of money into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where having a little bit of extra RAM laying around and maybe even a spare drive you could toss in there just to see. And that could actually work to your advantage too, because you could say, okay, look, you brought it in, it didn't work. Here, let me show you. I put in my backup RAM, my backup hard drive, and boot the system or show them it will boot. Then you can tell them if you buy memory and if you buy a drive, your system will work. Right?
Right.
So, depending on if your business keeps picking up or not, you might want to invest a little bit just for that. And I know memory comes in sets of 2. You can't buy just a stick of memory.
Yeah, you can buy just but I always buy it in pairs of 2.
Oh, I didn't know you could buy just a single stick of memory. I always thought it was paired. Huh. Okay. Learned something today. It's neat. So the one from your church, is that the laptop you were telling us about, or is that a desktop?
Oh, that's not from the church. It's from one of the members at the church. It's his personal computer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I have a feeling that He says he got it for like $169, and if he truly did, I think I about know which computer he got. An HP, one of them that's basically the RAM and storage is soldered to the motherboard,
Mm.
and so it's what they call an eMMC storage. It basically runs Windows off of an SD card, and it's only 64 gigs. And so if that's the case, he's saying that he needs me to look at it because he can't. He bought a copy of Microsoft Office and he cannot load the copy of Microsoft Office on the computer because there's too much stuff on there. So
I
my
bet
guess
it
is
is.
there's probably not enough space to put
Yeah.
I bet
Windows
it's S
updates.
mode. I bet it's S mode of Windows is why he can't install it.
Actually, I have to disagree with that because Microsoft does allow you to install the full version of Microsoft Office, even if you're in S mode. It's just that he don't have enough space.
Wintermute says it'll run out of room for updates.
Yeah, and that. So if that's the case, which I'm pretty sure it is, I wouldn't bet on, but I'm pretty sure it is. Because it's so cheap. You told me it was $169. That I'll look at it because it turns on, comes on, and all that.
Right.
I'll look at it, but I'll probably end up telling him, "Hey, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to. If you want a usable computer that works that you can run your software on, you're gonna have to get a new laptop. And of course, if I do that, I've already looked up the one I recommend for him, a Dell Windows 11 Home with 16 gigs of RAM and a 512 SSD.
No, not Windows 11 Home.
Oh.
So an update on Sean's dad. He said he's doing better today. Doesn't appear to be in so much pain, but they have not worked a care plan for him yet. He didn't say whether he would be here tonight or not. So he might join us after the stream. I don't know. Rick texted me and said he wasn't feeling too good and he'll see us tomorrow. So given the situation for both, I can thoroughly understand that.
Ken, is this a myth or is this fact that cold kills germs?
No.
Colds, COLDS.
Cold air.
Oh, cold air.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to be really cold.
Well,
Doctors' offices seem to think so.
the
There are
reason I'm
some-
asking is because of I told you my niece got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
She was fine while she was here. But I'm thinking when they found that other plane for them, because that first plane was out of service, that one was sitting in the sun and it was very hot on there. I was thinking that might be why the germ, if it was cool, there might have been a lesser chance for her to catch it.
You'd have to be way cold. There
Yeah.
are some spores that can survive in space.
Yeah.
Well, I just hate.
That's not
I
the
hate she
same thing
got
as
it.
a bacterium, but
I hate she's got it. I hope she's okay.
Then why does every doctor's office you go in or every hospital you go in keep it ice cold?
That's what they always tell me. It's called it kills germs.
I don't think I believe that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
I mean, I'm not an expert on it, but that's. You're right, though, that a lot of hospitals are pretty cold.
They are chilly. Yes. Walmart was chilly today too. I think I'm just starting to get old.
I don't know. I didn't go there today.
I went for you, Greg.
Ever since we've been having 100-degree, 90-degree, 100-degree weather around here, we've been keeping the thermostat up a little warmer than normal, 74, 75, so that it doesn't constantly run.
Greg, do you feel like doing some research?
Yeah, what you need?
Well, let me take out my background here. And then let me take the background itself out.
Oh,
I need to figure out when I'm on my phone and I'm texting someone, and I'll just pick on Tony Wallow here. I'm going to send Tony a text. And when I set it down, just take it in my hand like this, and the screen's on. And if I set it down 9 out of 10 times, it will go toodaloo, and the microphone will automatically start picking up every word I'm saying. I don't touch anything. I always hold it by the sides, just like this. There's a microphone down here, but I never hit it. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a setting on this phone somewhere where I can disable that feature, because
hey, Mike.
it gets annoying that when you set the doggone thing down and you don't pay any attention and you glance up and you've got a novel, because it's picked up every single word you said. And if you're not careful, you accidentally send those and people go, huh? Hi, Mike. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, boss. Hello, Ginger.
Good to see you guys.
Coffee.
Missed you last night. Oh, for sure, Mimi. Cafe. See? Pretty soon we're going to have everybody on here at the same time going, cafe. Except for Jeff. He's got, is that alcohol?
That's coffee.
Oh, is it coffee?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, this is my public radio coffee mug or thermos.
Public radio. Yeah.
No, actually, it says Nevada Public Radio on the bottom of it.
On the Apple support page, it says iPhone 11 microphone is always on.
What about 13?
I would assume it'd probably be the same. But it says go to settings, accessibility, and voice control.
I looked in there. I really did. Because I was telling my mom about the night I tried to play a blind person and work on the phone and ended up calling 911, which, by the way, she found that to be hilarious. Accessibilities, voiceovers off, Zoom is off, spoken content. Now, I haven't looked at that one. They're all off. Yeah, everything's off in here.
I got a page that says open your iPhone settings app, go to privacy, tap microphone, and shut it off.
Privacy.
A list of every app that has access.
They say crucial.
And says a slider next to each app to revoke access. But what do I know?
Well, I'm looking in privacy now. Where do I go? What, microphone in privacy? Oh, geez. Facebook is on. Nope. Icaron Nope. Messenger. Nope. WhatsApp. Nope. YouTube. Yeah, I use YouTube. Zoom. I use that. Okay, so I should use that. All right, let's see if that solves the problem. Hopefully, I don't send no more novels to someone. That sounds like I'm living in a
Is there
loony
something
bin.
for the text messages in that list of stuff?
There was not. Well, Messenger itself, I'm guessing that's all encompassing of Messenger.
Sure.
Oh, wait a minute. App clips. No. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. YouTube and Zoom I want to leave. That's it. Poke myself in the eye. That was smart. And then just to ensure that this takes a hold, I'm going to shut the phone off. And then I'll turn it back on in a minute. Plus, there's a new update out tonight. And I was reading something about they're really wanting this one pushed through. So yeah, Chris.
I've got an update the other day on my 7 Plus.
You've got an iPhone 7 Plus?
Yes, I'm still using 7 Plus.
What's that about? That big?
Yeah, I like the big ones.
Settings, accessibility, voice control. Okay, I'll check that out when I fire it back up.
Braves come back and beat the Astros.
Colts lost again tonight. Of course, it's preseason. They got beat by Detroit. I find that to be kind of funny. All kind of
Okay,
rumors.
my update.
Check your messages. Check your Facebook messages, Ken.
Check my Facebook messengers. Okay, Lawn Dog says, okay, can you want to take a stab at an interesting computer problem on a laptop? Sure. Why not?
It's 15.6.1. iOS is up to date.
That's what I have too on my iPad.
That's a few
Yeah,
days
that-
ago. I updated mine a few days ago.
Yeah, that's the new update they want everybody to go to right away.
Right,
Actually,
right, and they
last night.
15.6.1, yes, and that's the one
Actually,
that
last night. I think it was.
I'll do mine later. That's
How is everybody?
Good.
Good.
I'm good.
How did you do that? We're good, Mike. How are you and Mimi?
Good, everything's okay outside.
Oh,
All
I
right.
just went to your went to open Facebook Messenger, went to your name, went to where I type a message, hit the little microphone on my keyboard, and it picked up everything.
Okay, well that's
that you
what
were
this
saying
does.
on the-
Okay, so I'll send you back a message, and then I'm just going to set it down. Oh, look, when I shook it around, it says report technical problem. Oh, that's funny. Oh, because unbeknownst to me, shake phone to report a problem is turned on. So I'll turn that off. Good. I can shake my phone now. So Lawn Dog has got a problem for us. Okay. Here is my wife brought home a laptop, and what it's doing is running normally with Windows 10, but it's beeping. Oh, another beeping problem. It's hard to describe the beep because it beeps constantly. I'm a little puzzled. This laptop belongs to a religious organization called, and I can't pronounce that, and it hasn't been turned on in 2 years. The battery is all charged, and we did all the update, but it still beeps. Any ideas?
Do you have a large hammer?
Does it beep? Does it beep inside of Windows?
I'm sure he can hear you. Jeff would like to know if you have, did you say a large camera?
Large hammer.
Oh, a large hammer. And
No, but just
yeah, that's better than what I was thinking about. How's a large camera going to help this situation out? Okay. No, I misunderstood.
It does beep inside of Windows.
Oh, okay. So you're saying, you're confirming that it beeps inside of Windows?
But it's like a motherboard. It's like a motherboard beep, like my Dell Optiplex here. What I'm assuming.
Now, if I was real technical savvy, I would go get a soundbite of something beeping and play it and go, "Oh no, it's contagious." Just waiting on confirmation for him to say if it beeps inside of Windows or not. I'm guessing it does because the way he described it, it sounded like it did.
I have never experienced that where I've experienced where like if I'm pressing a key too fast or something to try to get into BIOS on a laptop, it'll beep.
It kind of goes like this:
But
beep,
never inside of Windows.
beep, beep. Can you guys understand that computer language? Oh, they probably understand the computer language, but they don't understand my translation. It's not sending out something I would call a trouble code. Kenny says open device manager and see if it's missing any drivers. All right, we'll get this solved. Oh, hold on. Got to put the right icon on the background. I forgot we changed here. There we go. All right. We're open for Tech Talk. You guys are tough tonight. Tough crowd, tough crowd.
That computer wore me out.
I'm not confident enough to put up my Tech Talk thing.
After this morning and messing with that simple little problem I was messing with, I'm beginning to wonder if I'm competent to do anything. TikTok, yeah. Speaking of TikTok, how's our little boy in Monroeville doing? Have you heard?
I actually have not talked to him today.
Whoa,
He
what's going
called
on?
me. He
Was he
called
doing
me
something special
earlier this
today?
afternoon. He called me earlier this afternoon, but I didn't answer because I was busy. He just wanted. I was busy with that computer at the moment.
Mhm.
But he left me a voicemail and he said that haven't talked to you all day. Just wanted to see how you was doing. And
Wow, that's two things that sound so not like our boy from Monroeville. Last night he realized he shouldn't be so negative, and now he's realizing that. I'll be right back. I want to make sure the world's still spinning.
but I thought I haven't called him back since because I thought he'd be on Zoom tonight. But I guess he's
I'm just
not.
checking to see if the world's still spinning. Mrs. K got a laugh out of that. Be right back. Not verifying the world this time.
I never like it when I can't fix when somebody brings me stuff and I can't fix it or can't if they bring me a tape that I can't record because it's like 30 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, Alex, I had a friend or a former colleague at work whose uncle specialized in retrieving data off old computer tapes, like from mainframes and stuff. And he had a tape reader that you could run the tape through at once, and it would read the tape even as it was stripping the iron oxide off of the background.
In other words, you got to use it one time?
One time.
Yeah.
I mean, these were ones that have been sitting around for 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, that's the way these tapes that people bring me over.
Where'd Chris go?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
There is sometimes that I have to rewind and fast forward the tapes, but I hate when I have to do that because most of the time with these 25 or 30-year-old tapes, it's a one and done deal because they've been sitting around so long that when I pull them out of the VCR after they've been recorded or not recorded, they the tape pulls out.
Yep. You have to clean the heads on the VCR fairly regularly after running these old tapes.
Yeah, Scott.
I mean, I do have I haven't done it. I don't do it that often, but I do have those VCR head cleaner tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Long Don's a smart man. He says, I need to grab it away from my wife to find out that information. I don't think it's totally important in this instant. No, wait till she goes to bed and then get it all. Don't disturb her with her laptop. Smart man.
Well, I'm fixing to be sitting back on the bed. I'm gonna be muted. I'm a little tired tonight, so.
No, yes, it could be processed.
Yeah.
No. No.
Is Mimi watching us on the YouTube on the phone?
Is maybe watching us on the YouTube on the phone? Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, we know what we look like. We don't need to be reminded. I asked Mrs. K to come in here and say hi to everybody, but I think she's going to Omaha first, like Charlie Daniels. Well, there was a song that came out in the early 70s by Charlie Daniels called Uneasy Rider. And that was one of the lines in there that he was going somewhere by way of Omaha. I don't remember the entire line. Which leads me to remember, you know how we were talking movies last night after the stream?
Okay.
Mom and I got to talking about movies as well. Doesn't sound like a beep trouble code, which would be odd because Windows is up and running and the computer generally seems to be working just fine. It just seems like there's an alarm. Well, Long Dong, you've come to the right place. Hold on, we're all going to help you out with that. Give us 1 second here. All right, we're open for tech business now. So I'll take the lead on this one. I've probably got the least amount of experience and know the most about nothing. So I would say, well, let's just start from the beginning. When you turn it on, what does the computer do? Of course, we realize Long Dong's not on Zoom, and this could take a while for him to type in the answer because a little known fact about Long Dong, he types with one finger. Do what, Mike?
It could be his hard drive.
I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, if it's a mechanical hard drive, they do make quite a bit of noise.
He says it runs normally and starts normally. Okay. Well, he types a little faster with one finger than I do. No, I have no idea what it could be. I would have by now called Alex at least 3 times on it.
No, it'd probably be it sounds like it'd be something that we wouldn't be able to fix remotely unless you can hear the beeping. Unless it can transmit the sound over the remote connection, and I can hear the beeping. But otherwise, he would have to.
I don't know. You brought a computer from Windows 7 to Windows 10 remotely with no assistance, so don't sell yourself short.
He can mute all Windows sounds.
Yeah. Could do that.
Is it beeping because the battery is low?
I think he said earlier in the chat, let me scroll back over here on this page. I think he said the battery was fine.
Said it was a laptop, right?
I believe he did say it was a laptop, yes.
Could be the battery's not taking a charge.
It says hasn't been turned on in 2 years. The battery's all charged up and they did all the updates. Fully charged says the battery is the battery is just fine and fully charged. Okay. Question. When it beeps, is it plugged in and beeping? I will unplug it just to see if that's the case because that is a remote. That's why I ask. Unplug it. Let it run. See if it beeps. And then if it doesn't, plug it in. And if it beeps, then maybe there's a connection. But it shouldn't beep if it's plugged in because the circuit's flowing through. It would make more sense. Oh, yes, it is plugged in when it beeps. Okay.
Or is he using an aftermarket charger? Is he using the original factory branded charger for the computer, the laptop?
So he says it's plugged in when it beeps. Does it beep when it's not plugged in?
Right. I think he's going to test that. He says it's his assumption that it's the original charger. I would unplug it and see if it beeps while it's not plugged in and see how quickly the battery drains.
If it's really easy to tell if it's the original charger because it should have writing on it that matches what the brand of the computer is, whether that's Dell or HP or Acer or whatever it is.
He says he'll look into it and get back to us. Would you like me to have someone call your wife so she can get on a 3-hour conversation and you can look at the laptop? I got someone to do that. Babe, I need a favor.
Tell him if she wants it fixed, she's got to give it up.
True. Good luck with that.
Oh, then she's got to live with it.
That's not the way the wife mind works.
Yeah.
Here's an idea.
Don't even want to go down that road.
Here's an idea. If you boot up off thin air, if you boot up off a Linux, if you make a Linux USB, boot up off of that without installing it on the hard drive, does it do that same? Does it do the same behavior? Because if you're booting up off of Linux Live USB, you're not using the hard drive. So if it is the hard drive,
so you're saying you're saying to do that, if you did that, you're bypassing the hard drive?
Yes.
Okay. That's an idea. Now,
Well,
I don't know
is that, Alex. I mean, you could be running off a flash drive, but it might be spinning the hard drive, and there might be something going on there.
He said that's a great idea. If I have to resort to that, you're definitely thinking outside
I don't
the
think
box.
so, Jeff. And the reason why is because one time I did a repair for somebody, and I knew it was a dead hard drive, and she had brought me the part to put in. She brought me the computer, but before I put the new part in, I actually booted up to a Linux USB to verify that it was in fact a dead hard drive, and it wouldn't have been able to read off the hard drive. Then I was still able to, so I don't think it does.
Right.
Says the computer seems to be operating perfectly. It's been restarted several times, no errors when it starts. So, I don't think the BIOS battery needs replaced, as was texted to me. Because I'm thinking if the BIOS battery was bad, I don't even think it would boot up, would it?
Yes, it would.
Really?
If the BIOS battery was bad, it would boot up. It would just tell you something like, at least with these Dell Optiplexes, it'll tell you something like, it'll say like, set date and time, press F1 to continue or something like that. But it'll do that before the computer actually boots up to Windows. It'll do that.
Right, and according to him, it boots up just fine. So I'm thinking again, probably not the BIOS battery. And would it beep if it was a BIOS battery?
I don't think so.
So I got Alex almost to laugh today. We were driving down the road, and he was explaining to me what was going on. He says all it does is it goes beep beep. So me being me, I said, "Hey, I got a question for you, Alex." And he gets all serious. He goes, "What?" I said, "When it goes beep beep, is it followed by road runner running down the road?"
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Technically, the Roadrunner goes meep meep, not beep beep. They always identified as that, but it's meep meep. It's a beep like there's an alarm. Just turn the alarm off, Long Dong. I solved the problem. Turn the alarm off. There, problem solved. Next question.
Meep, meep.
You know, we were lied to as kids. Coyotes can run faster than roadrunners.
I think we were lied to as kids too, because that coyote was actually ordering stuff off of Amazon, which at that time was not called Amazon. It was called Acme, and he was getting all kind of stuff. Jim joins us. He says, toot, toot, hey, beep, beep. There we go. Jim will join us. He'll have your beep, beep problem solved in no time flat.
Meep, meep.
Yeah, when
Whatever
I
it
Googled
is, it could be
something
a great
while
gag.
ago, it started. I found several references to different kinds of applications that might be making a beep.
That's
Didn't
what
say
I was
what they
gonna,
were, but
Yeah,
that's what I was
something
gonna
might have an
say.
alarm like he's talking about.
could be. He also has a great, because it could be a great gag to play on somebody when they don't know anything about the computer. Set an alarm that can't be shut off. Yes, that would be great.
What he could try is launch each one of his programs and see if they launch correctly. Like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Firefox.
Somebody's joining. I don't have the ability to see who it is because I'm.
It's the
Hello.
man who was maybe
Hello,
not going to
Jim.
be here tonight.
Hello.
Hello, Jim.
What?
Hello.
Yeah, 2 cups. No, I made 2 cups. No, I made 2 cups. I'm restricting myself. I'm actually trying. 12 cups of coffee. What does she think I do? Drink coffee all day? Hey, Jim.
Not gonna hang around. Just here for a short bit.
You here to fix the beeping problem?
No, I'm not here to fix any beeping problem. What beeping problem?
I keep
Long
hearing this
Dog
beep.
has
I
one
keep
on
hearing
the
a beep in
laptop.
my ear.
Just is it?
No, the one.
No, Long Dong's got a problem with the laptop. Apparently, while it's running, it makes a beep. He says it's a laptop that goes beep. Jose says yes, yes. I think it's ice, baby, but I don't think it's yes, baby. But I could be wrong on
Yes,
that
it
lyric
is.
too.
It is ice, baby.
Thought so. And the singer is who?
That I don't know.
I'm familiar with the song. Don't care for it. Don't care.
Oddly enough, this artist's name is Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
He had one
haven't
hit
heard
that
that in a long time.
well, he only had one hit, and he stole that from somebody else.
Okay, I can believe it.
How you doing, Jim?
Yeah, not too bad. I thought I was gonna get to bed early. Obviously, that didn't happen.
Now you had mentioned that last night. You have 1 minute until the bewitching hour.
Yes, I know, and it's a bewitching hour in more than one way,
Mm.
which some of you will find out very shortly.
Uh-oh. Let me get the screen prepared.
No,
Should I-
no, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be on here, but you should get something very shortly.
It's not going to be a big beep, is it?
No.
Darn it. Let me see how long I've been streaming. Oh, 1 hour and 2 minutes. So it's time to hit said button and give some shouts out while said outro is playing. I think it's this one right here. Jose, thank you. Long Dog, thank you for sharing the beep story with us. Robert was first in. He said morning, afternoon, or evening. He was confused. John Alloy was here. Thank you, John. You were here 3 nights in a row, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Kenny Witten was here. Wintermute was here. Laconic was here. Confusion was here. Rizgod was here. Jeff Ryman was here. I think that's about everybody. And of course, I did I say Tony Wallow?
You meant
I
Darren was here.
And Darren was here. Darren's still with us, but he's probably back asleep. It's 5 o'clock his neck of the woods. I think that's everybody. So when this gets through, Long Dog says, I just try to be entertaining with real world issues. Yes, the beeping issue in the world has gotten out of hand, and we must put a stop to it. See you guys tomorrow for 301. Stream is ending in 3, 2. Good night, John. Button is hit. And you will not be able to connect. Why